Welcome back everybody, how are you all? Nice to see you. I've got my back doors open, it's a gorgeous autumn day, the sun is shining, so I thought, come on, let's get on and do some crafting. Now these are our last minute Halloween crafts. Inexpensive, come from the pound shop. I've got a few ideas to show you. The first one I'm going to show you is, this is what we're going to be using, and then I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm using the little, let's stand back a bit, chopping board, which are 150, so the little miniature chopping board, okay? I'm using a Halloween plaque. These are £1. There's the little logo, the little label so you can see it. I'm not going to use it as hanging it up at the window or anything like that. I'm going to use parts of it, and I'm going to attempt, because it's quite thick plastic, to cut it apart. And the idea is I'm going to stain this orange and put a couple of little elements from here. So on here you've got a black cat, you've got a house, a bat, a spider and a spider's web. I want the little house and the cat, and all I'm going to do is glue it on here with my glue gun and then put a bow on the top. Simple stuff. So I'm going to tip you down. Oh, I just pulled off a bit of tape. On my work surface here I've got, what do they call it? Parchment paper, or what is it called, this stuff? I can't think what it's called. Is it parchment paper? Greaseproof paper? One of them. Just so I can do the painting, and I've taped it down so it don't move and it's coming off. Anyway, let's tip you down. So what I've got, polystyrene plate to do the mixing, obviously. Little tiddy brush, and the paint I've got is also from the pound shop. And I've got a couple of paints here. I've got the yellow from the pound shop, the acrylic. These actually are from Hobby Lobby. I've got a green and a white, and I've got a red, which is from the pound shop. And I've literally just mixed up some orange colours there, as you can see. And I'm not going mad with this. I'm not going to soak this. I'm literally just sort of kind of dry brushing it a bit. So I'm putting some on my brush and then I'm wiping a lot of it off. And literally, if I had a bigger brush, I'd do it with a bigger brush, but I haven't. So I'm literally just going over this to get the orange colour. So I'm going to keep going. Right, that actually came off pretty easy. This is like, it's not actually plastic, it's like an MDF. So when you can see in here, it's like cardboard. It's like chipboard, like really thick cardboard, if that makes sense. So that came off really easy. The only thing I had to do is, because it's got the cardboard underneath, I've just gone around the edges with a black Sharpie, and that's it. And there we have our little cat. So I'm going to be putting him here at the bottom there, or I don't know, we'll see, or at the side or something like that. Okay, so he's going to go there. Let's just throw my bits out of the way. Then I want to get the house. I'm going to take this off actually because it's getting on my nerves. Now I'm going to get the house. Just trying to think of the best way to do this. project number 2. We have I don't know whether these are called cocktail bowls, but it just says bowl, but they were in the party section and they're plastic, okay? They're £1. And what we're going to do with this is make it into a cauldron. So we've got this. It's going to be a bit whimsical again, if you like. And along with this, I've got my bubbles, because I'm going to make bubbles coming out of the cauldron. And they come in, the baubles come in a pack of 3 and they're £1. These are quite large, excuse me a minute. Sorry about that. These are quite large actually, and ideally I would like smaller ones. Sorry, I'm bashing about because I'm trying to wash my hands. Ideally I'd like smaller ones, but let's just make do with these, okay? So I've got those. The bowl. I've already taken these ones out the packet. I've got some green glitter. This is a huge tub I've had it for ages, but the pound shop and lots of craft places do glitter. If you want to go down the glitter route, you don't have to. I've got some, forget the pink, I've been playing around with colours for something else. Some greeny, slimy colour there for our baubles. I've got some slime. This is £1. Slime, it's glow in the dark slime. I've already taken it out the packet, one of them out the packet, because I wanted to see if it actually sticks to the bowl. And it does. So what I'm aiming for is I'm going to spray paint this black, let it dry, and then I'm going to use the slime and make it like so it's dripping down. Then the baubles are going to be like the bubbles, and they're going to kind of come out of the bowl, if that makes sense. But you'll see what I mean when we carry on. Now, what you can do if you wanted to make little legs for the cauldron is they do little mini shot glasses. They're plastic or acrylic from the pound shop, and you can turn these into little legs. So what you would do is obviously glue them, one each. So you have 4 little legs, and then you've got your cauldron pot. Okay, so I may do that as well. So what I'm going to do is go outside, spray paint the bowl and the little legs, and I'll be back in a mo. There we go. Bowl is done, spray painted, and the little feet are done as well. So they're going to be our little legs. I'm going to glue these on last. So I'm just going to leave them to the side for a second, and I'm going to glue them on last. Now, let's just move this to the side. I'm going to take these off, the little stringy bits, because we don't need those at the moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the inside of this in the greeny colour. Now I want a bit of old rag. Hold on a sec. So I'm going to paint these, as I say, I'm going to paint them on the inside. So I've got my little, ignore the pink, I'm not using pink. I'm going to use this colour, and I'm just literally going to paint the inside. Now obviously you can paint the outside if you want to. I'm just doing the inside, and I'm going to use this also as my kind of base to put the green glitter in. These are going to kind of come onto our bowl as our green slime baubles, or bubbles, that's the word I'm looking for. So I'm going to carry on and do a few of these, and then I'll put you on a bit of a time lapse, and you can catch me when I come to the end of that. Right, so what I've done here, but I'm going to do it properly, but this just gives you an idea. So we've got, you know, all the bubbly stuff coming out, but I'm going to put it on a black tray as well, or yeah, maybe a black tray, I'll see. And then I'll start rearranging because I want some of the baubles to be down here as well. I'm going to glue another one up here as well, and then I'm going to do these ones down here. And then you'll be able to see what the final look is for our second project. Our next little project is little mini jack-o'-lanterns. This is so easy. So I've literally got styrofoam balls from the pound shop. I think there's 6 in a packet. The skewers from the pound shop as well, and I've just shoved them in there. I've spray painted the skewer black, and then I'm going to put little bows around the top there as well. So, and for the eyes, nose and the mouth, literally I am no artist whatsoever. And I've just cut some triangles out of black material, and that's all I've done. You could even use paper, you could draw them on there. I'm not a drawer, I'm really, really not. So this, for me to try and do little things, detail like that, is not my forte, put it that way. But anyway, it's okay, it looks all right, doesn't it? So I'm gonna quickly paint this. Again, I'm using the acrylic paint from the pound shop. The red and yellow, and I'm just going to mix it together to get the colour we want. I'll do. And then I'm going to take off a lot of the excess and literally go over it. Okay, so I've painted them, my little, I don't know what we're going to call these, little pumpkin heads, if you like. Now, I'm just going to quickly show you. I ended up, that was absolutely rubbish and pants, so I ended up drawing with just a Sharpie on the front there, and I've done all 3. And what I've done with these 2, as you can see, is I found some little tiddy witches' hats. The pound shop used to do them. You can probably pick them up in maybe the Range, possibly the pound shop, I don't know, and places like Wilco's, B&M, maybe you can probably get them on Amazon as well, but I had these little black witches hats. So I've put those on there. I've spray painted them all. I'm going to keep this one without a hat on. I'm just going to have the 3 of them like that. And I'm going to use my foam block but I've got a smaller one here. And I'm going to kind of do a little arrangement. I'm going to put a couple of bows around that. Now what I've got here is one of those little baskets from the pound shop. This actually was white and I've spray painted it black, and you get 2 in a pack and they're £1 for 2. So I've picked up one of those, obviously. And in the pound shop as well, they've got the bags of the black shred. That is going to go kind of in the bottom here, but I'm going to put a bit of my foam in the block. My foam in the block? My block, my foam block in the bottom here. Give it a little swish of glue, don't need a lot. This is literally little decorations, which, as I say, not a lot of money, and good for the kids to join in. But if you've got the kids doing, just be careful with the glue gun. Get a low temp glue gun, because this glue is extremely hot. It will take the skin off of their little fingers. So please, 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 if you're using a glue gun, either turn it down to the, I'll show you on my one actually, the heat bit at the bottom here, just turn it around to the lowest heat temperature there. Alternatively, a bit of sellotape, bit of blue tape, anything just to hold it down. It will be easier if you can do something like that to hold it down, because otherwise the foam's going to move about. Then we're going to get some of our shreds. Spread it out a little bit, and I'm just going to poke it in and around so you can't see the foam. Now let's quickly finish off. I'll move that out of the way because I'm going to show you that one in a second. We're going to quickly finish this off, and of course you can embellish these. You can, add more things. I've got little bats which came out the pound shop. You can glue them on there like this and make so they look like little bow ties if you like. I've got little mini skeletons, which I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with those in a second. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, put them in the foam and put the little skeletons in the bottom, something like that. But we've got loads of options. I've got tinsel with little silvery bits on. You can tie them around there. In fact, actually, that looks quite cute. It's like a little scarf around the top there. So let's do one of those as well. So I've got my ribbon. Let me just get some ribbon over here. The ribbon, incidentally, came from Hobby Lobby then, Hobby Craft. And what I did with this is I've cut it. I've got strips, probably about 5 inches, and I've cut it in half because it's quite thick. And I'm just going to make a simple bow, easy, 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 just like that. I'm going to get a little dab of glue. I need this on this side of me, don't I? Little dab of glue, tiny, tiny, tiny little bit. Just going to hold it together. Let that set. Like that. And then, as we're doing up whimsical ones, we're going to put the little bow on this one. So I'm going to put the little bow up there. So tiny little bit of glue right at the very top, just underneath his face or her face. And literally put that one on there. So that's one done. Okay, this one we'll put a little bit of tinsel around that one. I've got glue strings, it's pulling everything around. We'll do a little bit of the tinsel, which I've got here. I'm going to take off, this came out of the pound shop, I'm going to take off the little silver ghost what come in it, I don't need those. And I'm literally going to put a bit of glue all the way around there, right the way at the bottom. I've got glue. It's the only thing with glue guns, it's the glue strings, And all I'm going to do is wrap that round. That's it. Get my scissors. Oh. Snip that. And there's our other little one. There he is. And then we will do another little bow on that one. next little project. Now, you remember when I bought the little houses from the pound shop? My pound shop's still got these in there. So I'm going to kind of do the same sort of thing as the other one. But what I've got is the tea light LED candles. I've got a load of these, but you can get these in the pound shop as well. I've just got one of the trays from the pound shop, and that is just going to be our base. So what I'm going to do, the idea what I'm going to do is, it's going to stand on here. I may put a bit of foam block under it just to give it a little bit height. We've got our cat, which I was going to paint it and mess about, but you know what? I'm not going to. That's going to stick on there. I'm going to put some pumpkins on there as well. I've got some more tinsel. We can kind of jazz it up and put it around there. Or we can use the shreds again to decorate the bottom part of it. I've got some bats I'm going to put on the ceiling. And the skeletons just to put around there as well. Put our little candle in there and you've got another little display. So let's get on and do that. First thing I'm going to do is take off these silver bits. And there we have our other little project. Absolutely easy peasy, good for the kids, just a bit of fun. So let's move that to the side. And then, folk, I'm going to put the whole lot together. I need to move this out of the way because I'm going to trip over it. I'm going to do a whole lot of display. Might actually do it on this table here. So bear with me a minute while I clear up, make my little display over there. And then I was going to put it in the hallway, but I think I'm going to bring it in here. It's, you know, as I say, it's just a bit of fun. It's just for the day. And then we're putting that away because then we're going to be starting Christmas next week. So I'm going to just switch the camera off, quickly have a little tidy up, and then I'll be back. I'm just decorating this table, and what I've got here are the little mini tablecloths from the pound shop. They're not that big, as you can see, but they cover the width of the table, but they obviously don't cover you know, the whole length, if you like. But what you could do is, if you've got a black sheet, I don't know, you know, or a black tablecloth or something, or even get some black sacks, lay them over, and then put these little tablecloths over the top if you wanted to cover it that way. So you've got lots of little options. So I'm literally just draping that over there. I've got those, what I've got from, they've still got the stickers on them, the haunted house. Which I got from Home Bargains, and I'm just kind of standing them over there. And what I've done with this one, I wanted to elevate it a little bit, so I keep, it's funny, isn't it, because I keep little bits and pieces, as Sean would say, I'm a hoarder, but you know, like this was a gravy granules tub, and it was empty, so I kept it, so I spray painted it to elevate the other one of these, because what I'm putting on the top is a couple of the pumpkins, and the pumpkins were from B&M for £5. They probably haven't got any left now, but I remember showing you, I did show you those a while ago. So I'm just putting those on there. Let me see if I just bring you a little bit closer. There you go. Okay. Then I've got my little table decoration. Just bring that forward like that. As I said, these are inexpensive, really budget friendly little craft ideas. And as I say, I'm no artist. I love crafting. I wouldn't say I'm particularly good at it, but just use your imagination. You know, I mean, it's nothing, is it? It's a couple of pumpkins. It's this at the pound shop. The tinsel at the pound shop. This here was from those pillars I bought, or the little cushions, from the pound shop, which were 50p. Back ages ago, I don't know if you remember, I picked them up in the sale in there. And I've taken out the stuffing, and that's what that is. And I've just draped it over so it looks like cobwebby, that smoky kind of effect. That's gone round there, pumpkins on there, the tray, pound shop, and the little house. That was the only expensive thing on there. I think, was they £3, the little houses? And obviously I've kept that. So, you know, an inexpensive little arrangement there. And what I've done, let me just switch it around a little bit, is put the little LED candle in there. And that's it. That's my little inexpensive, oh, a minute, little arrangement. If I come at a different angle, you'll see. Just a cool idea, you know, very inexpensive, perfect for the kids to do. And there's my little Halloween arrangement. straighten it up a little bit. Now I'm going to quickly whiz over to my other little arrangements over here. And again, pound shop, pound shop, pound shop, my own ribbon. These are, I think these were, I bought these a couple of years ago. I think they was £5, but I can't remember. And they've got the LED candle in there. These were from the pound shop. The candles, do you know what? I don't know whether they was the pound shop or not, but I had them on hand anyway. These signs, they're not from the pound shop, they're from the Dollar Tree. No, that's from the pound shop. And then our little arrangement. Pound shop, my little board from the pound shop with our little bits of embellishments, my little jack-o'-lanterns. All of that is from the pound shop. And my homemade cauldron bubbling over there. And all I've done on here is got the little lights from the pound shop. Everything on here is from the pound shop. You can see I've done the legs, the cauldron itself, the stuffing again. I've sprinkled a bit of glitter on it. Incidentally, the slime was hard to glue on here. And where it says on the packet they glow in the dark, they don't. I tried it last night and they don't. And there's my bubbles bubbling out. So, you know, you can put your own spin on things like this. And then I've just got this little arrangement here. This little plastic vase was from the Dollar Tree when I was away. This little pick, incidentally, was from the Dollar Tree. And these little purple ones from the Dollar Tree as well. But again, I know you can't get them over here. But actually, the roses, the purple roses, the black and purple, was from the pound shop. But again, you know, you can buy these little skulls. You can make these yourself. You can buy some little twigs or get some twigs out of your garden and spray paint them. Put glitter on them, done. So again, little inexpensive display. And I've just chucked a bow on there. You know me and my ribbons. And I've got these ribbons actually from Amazon. So there you go. My little Halloween display. All right, so anyway, take care everybody, and I'll see you all soon. Toodle pips.